Hello and welcome to viewers of Good Morning DRC TV. I want to update you on this little clip here, which is about Faure Gnassingbé, who is the mediator, who is basically coming between the DRC and the M23 group and other groups involved in order to find peace. And here you find five heads of state leaders that have ganged up together these past 3 days in Lomé, and they are talking about bringing peace in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And surprisingly, there is not one representative from the Congolese government, but this is Faure Gnassingbé, who is basically meeting with other heads of state who have no interest at all to bring peace in the Democratic Republic of Congo, other than to save their own investment or minerals deal that they have in the DRC. They have gathered together in order to put pressure in the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo to give into the M23's demand for a negotiation that basically goes their way. And this is really terrible to know that this is what happens in the African Union. So basically, where you have a group of people who have basically ganged up together in order to try their best to bring the Kinshasa government to negotiate with the rebel that we know who have basically killed more than 10,000 people in recent history, just in February here in Goma. This is not a way to go forward with this. And I'm questioning why Obasanjo is doing all the moving around, going to meet all these different leaders. He met with Joseph Kabila, he went to meet with Naanga, and he went to meet with Ruto, and he's met with what else in Uganda. He went to meet with Museveni, and it's just really, when you begin to analyze, you begin to understand that these guys are really playing their game in the DRC. They have done things in the past, but now they're just basically trying to protect their interests. It's not working at the moment for them because the US has basically stepped in and very nicely said to them that obviously we do appreciate what the African Union is trying to do, but right now the deal that is in Washington, that peace deal between Rwanda and the DRC, is the peace that is basically one that is valid, and they are encouraged to follow things in that direction. And this is basically what Masad Boulos, who's the special advisor to the White House or to Donald Trump, has basically informed the leaders Faure Gnassingbé and Obasanjo that, look, we've got this plan here, let's follow this. In the coming days, there's going to be a document that is going to be signed between the two countries. So the whole idea of these guys is to have an internal dialogue, that is to bring all the belligerent again together, or the opposition party in the Democratic Republic of Congo, to talk and to negotiate with those in power so they can share the cake amongst them. This is something that is not going to happen again. President Félix Tshisekedi, he's in his second term for another 5 years, and the people, those who oppose him, obviously will have to do so according to the law, according to what the parliament has given as a decree to those who are in opposition. There is no other way around it. They have to wait until the 5 year has, when it expires, or at least go to the next elections. He's just in his first term. Now, I understand basically that this issue of power in the DRC is brokered in different ways, but we do understand that what is going on at the moment is Uganda and Rwanda, that is Paul Kagame and Museveni, who don't want to take their hands off the DRC, and they are mounting strategies after strategies in order to pull the DRC down. Because of this deal that has been announced from the DRC, from Washington, it's somehow driving people crazy, and they won't sleep until they do everything they can just to make it not work. And this is where we stand at the moment. So for Simba, as far as we are concerned, whatever he's doing is just basically a waste of time. We know that the African Union has no power at all, because if it did have anything to manipulate, or at least to bring peace in the DRC, it would have done so in the past 30 years. While all these people were being massacred, while the genocide was taking place in the DRC, where was the African Union? Nothing actually happened. So we can't really see for Simbe doing anything that is going to be beneficial for the Congolese people. We cannot see Obasanjo doing anything that is going to be beneficial to the Congolese people. Uhuru Kenyatta, he tried to do in his time, but obviously he was he left power, and then his successor, that is Ruto, has been a very bad. He's been a bad boy, and he hasn't actually been good to the DRC. He has joined the party with Kagame and Museveni in order to pillage the DRC, and this is what they have been doing. So all these leaders here, they gather here, none of them has any interest, obviously, for the Congolese people. No, and we can't really see anything good emerging out of this meeting. So the Americans are really on it. They said, no, look, leave it to us. We're working on what we're working, and then we will come to some good news for both countries. So as I always said, I'm not saying that the Americans are saviors, that they're going to salvage the situation in the DRC, but at least that's the way forward. I trust what is going on there more than what happens at the African Union, because I know all is going on there. It's basically these guys trying basically to save their interests in the DRC. If anything comes, I will definitely bring it your ways. But if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and share this link. And let's talk more about the DRC. And until the DRC is set free, we will not stop. Take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.